My name's Alan Brown and I'm a property secrets investor. I got out of a magazine and from that I made some phone calls. I looked at a number of different ads and I liked what I got when I got on the end of the phone. Because I was unsure what I was doing, I was sceptical and wanted to come along and just see what was going on. So with the free coaching that was available, there was no option or no risk. So I came along and had a listen and all sounded good and we moved from there. I came to Property Secrets with one investment property, which was not doing all that well, but I now have four with two granny flats on two of them, or a granny flat on two of them, and going for a third and push to the fourth shortly. Well, each of the granny flats makes the property completely cash positive, so that obviously then makes it easier to move on and ultimately looking to be financially free. So that's the ultimate aim. Well, the property I had before I came to Property Secrets was doing okay, but it wasn't great. But the idea of putting a granny flat on was an idea, but I didn't know how to go about it. So with Property Secrets, I was able to then realise that, and so now the property will have a granny flat on it very shortly, and that'll turn it positive as well, and it'll all fall into line with the other properties. So as each property is getting the granny flat on it, it's turning positive, it's making it financially much easier. It's like I say, being positive means that there's money in my pocket to make sure that I can pay down the initial debts that I had and on my own property, my residential property, and to pay down the debts that are associated with the purchase of the new properties that I've got. Yeah, it's got easier from the second granny flat on. It's starting to free cash up. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that continues, but I'm extremely confident that it will, because the model works and it's worked for me. It certainly has been good. So. Tax returns have gone from, low $1,000–2,000 because of study or whatever else, but now we're talking about $10, $15, close to $20,000 worth of tax returns. The main concept that Property Secrets uses is the idea of having land that's large enough to subdivide to put a granny flat onto comfortably, where both residents are comfortable living there. So it gives you a concept to move forward with, whereas units it is what it is and you can't do anything with it, you can't develop it, you can't do anything else. And the idea of buying off a plan is often the property is too small, the land is too small to do anything else with, except perhaps make the house bigger, which really doesn't give you the returns you need. So the idea then of being able to put duplex properties onto the land, it just means then that you can sell and own at the same time. So you can sell off, obviously make a profit from that, and then reduce your debts or eliminate your debts to then have an income which is not got necessarily a large overhead behind it. Yeah, so I certainly came to Property Secrets with the idea of looking at my own future and some security, but I can see that there's a concept here that is reproducible and achievable, and to the point where I hope to be retiring early and financially free, much sooner than I would have before retirement at least. So. I came to Property Secrets because I was looking and I felt that there was something in property that I didn't understand. I didn't know how to do it, I didn't know what to do. And what this has allowed me to do is to free up and use my money wisely and make it work rather than me try and put more hours in at work, and that wasn't going to result in any real outcome. So it was about working smarter with what I had and optimising it on every corner and every element, which I often wouldn't know about. To me, it makes it something anybody can do if they're just willing to open their eyes, open their ears, and listen to what's going on, and certainly be sceptical. But as I was, but I couldn't find a reason not to do it, and so I've done it, and it's worked, and continuing to work. After the purchase of each property, there's an opportunity to come in and see the Property Secrets people, and in that there's the coaching to ensure that everything's on track and that the properties are performing, and every one of them is, and it's a great opportunity to reevaluate, check your goals, check what you want to do, see where you're going, and actually get another opinion about whether what you think is happening is actually happening, and you can consolidate your thoughts to allow you to be confident about moving forward to whatever it is you want to do next, which is obviously the next property. It doesn't matter which of the staff at Property Secrets I dealt with, everyone has been extremely friendly, professional, efficient, and overperforms from my point of view. So I'm a great person that for needing and expecting service. Well, it's never fallen low. It's always been high performing. It's always been a professional attitude, but without the need or the want to become part of a number. I feel like everybody knows who I am, and that's important to me. So.